been focused on the heavyweights in the East. Let's look who's quietly crashed the party. Oh, hey, Chicago, undefeated, up-tempo, turning heads early. They have now beaten the Pistons, the Magic, the Hawks. They look to go 4-0 tonight with a win against the Kings. Now, the Bulls, they've scored at least 110 points in each of their first 3 games for just the second time in franchise history. The only other Bulls team to do this had a young Michael Jordan. I'm not saying they're the same, I'm just saying that's the stats. That was in 85, 86. Wow. And since we're talking about the Bulls, who better to join us than Josh Giddey? Josh, thank you so much for taking the time. We were actually supposed to do this interview just a little bit earlier, but you had a Halloween costume you needed to go secure. Do I get to know what that is, or is that a secret for Friday?
Look, I don't even know. I picked up like 4 different costumes, so I'm still trying to decide myself. I just wanted to have options, but no, I honestly don't know yet. I got a few to decide from.
Being prepared is good. I'm very excited for my Halloween costume, but it's for the show, so I can't spoil it here. But viewers, make sure to tune in on Friday. Let's talk about the Bulls, not just Halloween, Josh. 3-0. How does it feel?
It's good. It's a good start. I mean, we played 3 really good teams. We beat, obviously to start the season against Detroit at home was a big win, and to go on the road, get that one, and then to get another one back at home, it's a great start. And I think the best part about it is there's so many things that we need to get better at as a team, and things we can get better at. So we've got another tough test tonight with Sacramento coming in. So we're obviously looking to go 4-0, but you want to continue on the things that have worked for you, but you also want to address the things that you need to get better at and try and clean those areas up.
You're averaging essentially 19, 9, and 6. What part of your game do you feel like you're making the biggest strides in?
Yeah, I think being a point guard and obviously coming here last year, being traded, and you coming into a new environment. So at the start, I was a little on edge. I wanted to kind of just fit in. I didn't want to step on any toes. But having a year under my belt with the guys and with this team, I feel a lot more confident and comfortable now in my role and what I'm being asked to do. And as a point guard, you have to have a voice and be a leader and be an extension of the head coach on the floor. So I've really tried to take that role on defensive side of the ball. I think me, and us as a team had to get a lot better. And I think we've started, I think we're the number 1 defense in the league right now. So continuing to build off of what has been good early for me and the guys is important. And I think there's a lot of room for growth, which is also, very pleasing.
You bring up the trade, and I think I'm curious from a really human perspective here, Josh. You watched the Oklahoma City Thunder. They won a title last year. What was that like for you? What kind of motivation does it give you?
Yeah, it was a weird feeling because, I was with them a year ago, and I was with all the guys, very close with all the guys still. So to see that, it was a weird feeling. Obviously, there's zero bad blood there. So I was very, very happy. If the Bulls didn't win it, I was more than happy for the Thunder to watch those guys win it. Right. They deserved it. The players, the fans, the state, they were the best team all year. So rightfully so, they got it done in the end. But it was a weird feeling watching them play, just being there a year ago and being in that environment. But as I said, super, super happy for the guys. And the city, I know how much they wanted it. So, very happy for them.
Yeah, and now you all are finding this early success, and it's without Kobe White. And we all know what he can provide on the floor. I want us to focus on something a little bit different, something off of the floor. Can you please just clarify, explain the story? You told him about drop bears in Australia?
Yeah. I tell that story to a lot of people. Drop bears are like a fictional bear that Australians tell tourists when they usually come to Australia that it's not a real thing. But I told Kobe, and I sold it pretty well. He believed it for a while.
What did you tell him? What did you say? Explain the story as if it's for the first time.
Well, I basically told him I asked him if he knew what drop bears were, and he said he had no idea. And I said they're little bears. They're kind of like koalas, but they're really violent. And they jump out of trees and they land on top of people's head and they start, clawing and scratching you, which this is all false. But he had no idea, and I really sold the story well, and he believed it.
Did you start telling people you got to watch out for the drop bears down in Australia? I'm not sure if I can take a trip to Australia because of the drop bears.
No, don't worry, they're not there. Australia's a beautiful place.
That's pretty incredible. Sticking in Australia, both of your parents played professional basketball in Australia. So which parent was the tougher one to beat one-on-one growing up?
Oh, good question. I think my mom. My mom was a shooter, so she could shoot the ball, and I had to guard her a little heavy. My dad was not a good shooter, so he was a little easier to guard, but he was physical with me, and they both used to beat on me growing up. But as I got older, I started to give it back to them one-on-one, and started winning.
There you go. Before we let you go here, do you have, top 3 Australian basketball players of all time? Do you have a list there?
Yeah, Andrew Gaze, he's the greatest of all time. He's number 1. It's a good question. I'd say Shane Hill was another one. He had a stint in the NBA. And I'll put Delhi at my third.
All right,
spot.
I love it. We're adding Delhi into the mix. Josh, thank you so much. We always appreciate the time. It's been fun to watch you early this season. Good luck the remainder of it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Malika.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Keep them going, try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,